Hi lovers, hi, how are you guys doing? Hilma Daniel here. It's that time of the week again where we sit. It's weekend time. My baby is relaxing, sleeping, so I can talk to you guys. Now I have time to have a chat with my fellow people. I want to speak to women today. Yeah? I want to speak to women, and I want to speak to women under the age of, not under, but over the age of 18. So if you are under the age of 18, please kindly click out. This conversation is not for you. Wait until you grow up. There are other videos that you can watch. Wait until you grow up, and then you can visit this, or you can listen to it. But when you do, do not go and do things. Wait until you grow up, until you become very, very, very big enough, being able to make sound decisions for yourself. It's very important. Now, the reason why I'm making these videos, guys, I realize that we need to talk, We need to talk. We need to talk, my fellow ladies. I am very, very observant. I'm very, very observant, and I picked up a few things in life. When I was just growing up, and I grow up. For me to have a relationship that I had a partner that is with me more often, like most of the time, is 2017. That time I was 27 years old. But I cannot really say, I can say 2017, but then this got a little bit serious towards the end of the year. So let me round it towards 2018, when I was 28 years old. So I can say I'm a 28-year-old in a relationship where I am sexually active. And this is a few things that I pick up. In this whole journey, I picked up that, and I want to speak to my fellow women, so that we do something about this, because we want to preach more of, one thing that I'm seeing that we want to preach and understand is that we women are not the same as men. I want to make a disclaimer. I want to really put it out here to say that men and women are completely two different people. We are completely two different people. When we do intercourse, a man is a man and a woman is a woman. A man remains as he is. A woman, on the other hand, something entered here. So when something entered here, there should be change. Something cannot enter and then you leave it as is. There should be change. Though nature have designed us that we come back to normal after some time. Depending on how long, I cannot say. We are all different. Okay, but this is one thing that I've realized, that when I think we need to talk as women. When we say, I'm not going to do this for a man, I'm not going to do this for a man. A man must love me for who I am. A man must love me for what I am. I think we have this narrative that we carry with us, but may I speak to women and say, I think we need to come here and really look at this statement. A man must love me for who I am. A man must take me as he found me. He must. And let us meet our people halfway. We are trying our level best to have faithful partners. And we are trying, and I'm going to have this conversation, I'm going to put it as tough as it is, because as you grow up, really you start picking up things. There are changes that happens within us. I'm going to try my level best not to make my video too long, but I just need to speak to my fellow women, and I need you guys also to come in, but also men. If you want to come in, please also come in. I personally, I'm in a relationship with my husband, but I wouldn't want my husband to tell me that, oh, baby, you are not together down there, But me as a woman, I know that if we get down with my partner now, in the evening. We get down, for example, in the morning. I'm just putting it, I'm not saying that is what happens. I'm just saying, for example, we are just in that moment where we are just like, we just want each other. And then maybe after tomorrow, or maybe somewhere in the evening, we are too happy, we get down. Me as a woman, the owner of this body, I know perfectly well that when you entered first, when you're entering second, when you're entering third, somewhere something have moved down there. If you are an adult, you know what I'm talking about. Ne? I'm not gonna go too into details. When I picked up this, ne, I realized there's something that I need to do about this. There's something here that needs my attention. And I introduced exercises in my life. And this is what I picked up. That when you exercises, you get back together. And when you get down with your partner, it feels like you're starting over again. When you exercise, you get back together. Most of the people, when I started exercising, taking exercising very serious, because I've been very slim, I started taking exercises very serious when I got a partner that we are committed to one another. That is when I picked up that, oh, exercises have to be part of my life. Because then, that's the only way that my body is going to get back together. So that when partner comes down there, we feel like we're starting over again. We tighten up, you know. Some people use this other things. But I am not going to speak about things that I don't use, but I'm just going to say that maybe us as women, we need to consider. I've been with my partner for closer to 7 years now, and the trick that I've picked up is that, you know, when you exercise, you get back together, the muscles contracts, ne? And then when it's time to get down to business, you are like, oh, okay, you know, you are like starting over again. You are feeling what is entering. You get what I mean. Please, children, get out of here. This is not for you. Okay? So this thing of let him take me for who I am, he must take me as I am. And I'm not going to sit here and say, if you do exercises, your partner might not leave. And I'm not here to say partners of people that do exercises don't cheat. And I'm not going to leave you, and I'm not going to sit here and say that say it's okay for men to cheat because women are. No. I need to make that very clear. And I'm just going to talk to my fellow lady to say that, can we meet our partners halfway? We know our bodies, and your partner won't come to you and tell you that, baby, you are not okay down there. Can you please? I can't fit, you know. We will take it as disrespect, but maybe chances are very high, men, there are moments where they go like, man, what I'm entering here is not my size. You get what I mean. But sometimes it's not a size, just because something entered, you know. Let me stop there. But before I stop there, let me say that if you want to do exercises, try to introduce exercises in your life. I've been working out for closer to 7 years now, 6-7 years. I've been always a slim person, so there was really no need for me to exercise, though I would exercise here and there. It wasn't as much as I exercise now. In a week, try to exercise, even if it's three or 4 times a week. Try to exercise. Ne? Just try to put yourself together. It's very important. If you want to use other things just to tighten up there, it's okay, but just do something so that you meet your partner halfway. Let us not run with the narratives of people making us just say, he must love me for who I am. That is a little bit too selfish, because then we as women, we know what happens to our body. Ne? And also another thing that I want to speak about is giving birth to children. Ne? When you give birth to children, ne, your body changes. Your body changes way too much, to the highest level. ne? Your body changes. Now, when your body change, ne? It's a matter of, let me say, it's I'm not even going to talk about the process of pregnancy and giving birth. Leave that alone. Ne? I'm going to talk about after you have given birth. Your body changes. We do have these 3 months or a waiting period before you get back down to business again. You know, we do have that a period of recovering, which a lot of men need to know about. That during that recovering period, ne, we need you not to run away from us, but to support us, because it's a situation, and it's a temporary situation, not something permanent. However, I picked up that most of the time, men during this period, most of them, this is where they do unnecessary things. Either they cheat because they want to have the activity, but the activity is not home. I picked up here that men here, ne? But we just need to, now I then have to speak to men to say, during this time, we need you to bear with us. We are going through a lot. Ne? We are going through a lot. Ne? Please don't run away and give us more problems on top of what we already have. We just gave birth to a whole human that we're busy cooking for the past months. But that is not my point. Ne? I just need to speak to men. So that's the only way we can go forward, guys. Because these things of cheating on one another, leaving one another, hating one another, it's too much. But the question is, what are we doing about it? Men are cheating on us. Maybe why? Is there something maybe that we are not doing? Maybe they're cheating on us because when they enter and when they come again tomorrow, it's too loose, but then they want to try somewhere else, and then you don't know what's happening. Because then men need to come to us also and tell us that what is happening. Why are you people cheating? But I also don't want to take it away from that women are cheating. But in all honesty, what I'm seeing, a number of men, they're just out there cheating on women. Okay. What I want to speak about is giving birth to children. Once you give birth to children, there's changes in your body. I want to speak about the change of the body. Your tummy is big because you are carrying a baby for 9 months. That is natural. You start giving, breastfeeding and eating a lot. There are people that breastfeed and then they lose weight, but the milk is just there. There are people that they don't have milk at all. There are people that you have milk, but for you to get that milk, to feed your baby, you need to eat. I will speak out of experience. I don't know which category I fit in. I don't know whether I am the one with a lot of milk or I am the one that fits in eating for you to produce milk. But more especially for myself that breastfeed my baby for 2 years, I should say this thing of breastfeeding a baby for 2 years, it's hectic. It's hectic. But I am not there. However, I'm going to speak to men to say that I wanted to only speak to children, to women, but should I mix it with men? Maybe a man will come through, but I would just say during these periods of us breastfeeding children, can you bear with us? Bear with your women, because during this process, we are going through a lot. This is the process where we have sleepless nights. We don't sleep, because we are feeding our babies. Now, due to the fact that men are cheating, now we have, if you are not understanding us during this period of breastfeeding, our bundles of joys, so that they grow up healthy, so that they grow up brilliant. Breast milk is really very good for the baby, okay? So that they just grow up even looking good in overall health, and so that they also develop properly in the brain development and everything. We need to breastfeed our children. Now, due to this phase, some women feels when the pressure is too much now, some women feels I'm not going to breastfeed because I need to shrink back to normal very fast. And some women feel like, no, breastfeeding is very important, so let me breastfeed my child. Each on their own. You all make decisions that best suits you. Some don't have breast milk at all. Some would opt for formula. Some wouldn't afford formula, so they would breastfeed. Some can afford formula, but they're choosing to breastfeed. Okay? during this time, dear men, we need you to bear with women. Ne? You cannot expect this woman to do wonders during this period because she is going through a lot. Ne? And give them the support, as much support as you can. However, I want to talk about after breastfeeding, and then now you are back to normal. And then we come to say, yeah, I gave birth to the child, or to his child, so he must like me the way I am. Or we are then coming to say that, yeah, I gave birth to the child, so the body, he must just accept me for who I am. Or a man, because he does not want to hurt you, he tells you, no, baby, you are okay like that. It's okay. You just gave birth to the child. You are okay like that. I do not want to put pressure on women. Ne? I am a woman myself. But let me leave something. Let me just drop something in the water to say that if you are not comfortable with your body, do something about it. Let it start with you as a woman. Ne? I personally, when I gave birth to my baby and I breastfed my baby for 2 years, I'm still breastfeeding, ne? For 2 years, but I'm not under pressure. I've been now on 4 weeks of trying to lose weight as we are trying to get the flat tummy back. Ne? I'm not really going to show you much because, yeah, I'm really working hard. Ne? One day I will come to you guys and give you tips, though I've already given tips in the back. I give you tips on what I've done and how I've worked on everything. But people that have my WhatsApp group, my WhatsApp, not group, but WhatsApp number, they really view my status. I take them through on what to do, what I'm doing. They catch up with me. However, I'm not on this one. I want to say that this statement, don't take it, don't be too comfortable. Let us not be too comfortable, women. Let us all not be too comfortable. Whether these people are going to cheat, whether they're not going to cheat, whether they're going to love us, let us love ourselves. Ne? You can shrink back to normal after giving birth to the child. However, it is a journey and it's a decision that you need to take. Ne? It's not a walk in a park. It is what it is, and it's a lot of work. You cannot afford to be lazy. And I'm talking to my fellow women, ne? To say that don't relax. This relaxation too much might introduce unnecessary things, which you also wouldn't want later. Imagine you gave a person children, and this person is just leaving you for somebody that looks good. Or this, we cannot run away from these things because they happen. They are among us. We are talking about things that are happening. I'm not even putting pressure on nobody. But what I'm saying is that can we do something about our situation so that even if somebody leaves us, we are comfortable to say, next. We are comfortable to say, next. It's okay. You can go. I'm comfortable. Bye. Even if somebody decides they're tired of you, you can say next. And I am coming from somewhere with this, but that is going to be a different, separate video. There's something that I need to address because there's something that I just came across yesterday that is very disturbing. So we are going to take our emotions out of everything and address that situation or have a chat. But however, can we work on our bodies? If you yourself, you look at yourself in a mirror and you are saying that I'm not comfortable, I have had those moments. Even now, I look at myself in a mirror and say, I am not comfortable. There's something that I'm not comfortable with because this haven't been me. You know, I've been a very slim lady, but now here I am. So there are things that I'm not comfortable with. I still have a little bit of a tummy, which I'm not comfortable with, that needs to go. I'm not happy with it, and I'm going to try my level best to give it everything in my power so that I am back to normal very fast. I'm not even going to give myself a lot of, all I need is 2 months or 3 months for me to be back to normal completely after 2 years of breastfeeding the child. For now, I'm not under pressure. I can still give my child milk to drink, but I'm not under pressure. I need to look good for myself. For myself, because then I cannot look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, no, I'm not comfortable. But I expect the next person to look at me and be like, oh, I'm comfortable. Chances are very high your partner is also as uncomfortable as you are, but he won't say it. What I've realized is that men have to watch what they say towards us, because then they're going to hurt us. And if they hurt us, we are not going to have peace in the house. But you yourself, be honest with yourself. Be honest when you look at yourself in the mirror. Be honest and say, when I am sitting here, am I comfortable? Am I really, really comfortable? One thing about men is that they don't have a lot of work to do, because they are designed differently. We are designed differently. Ne? They don't need to get wet. They don't need to what. They just stand and do the work. They are done. While with us, we have a lot of work to do. We need to get what. We need to do what. We need to do what. We need to accommodate. It's just too much work on a woman's point of view. Hence, a man and a woman. I really want to bring it here to say these two people, we are not designed the same. And perhaps the reason why we are not designed the same is why we are just having so many things happening. You know, men will sit and just be like, I don't know how many men on this planet really, if I am to put them on a scale, I wouldn't know how many of them are really faithful. They are faithful men. But if we are to put them on a scale, we really wouldn't I don't know if we can even get a 50%. You know? And let us meet them halfway. And sometimes I want to sit and understand maybe what leads them. I just want to understand a man, but I'm not a man. I just want to understand what maybe leads men to cheating. More especially this process of pregnancy until child giving birth to children. I really want to believe a lot of men cheats there. And there we just need to ask them to bear with us, because there's nothing much we can do. But after this breastfeeding and pregnancy, let us put our girl panties on and do what needs to be done so that we accommodate our people. Because really, sometimes I really think, because we cannot have a problem and we are not trying to address it. We have a problem. Most men are cheating. But what is the cause? Why are they cheating? Are we not satisfying them? Chances are we are, but are we, yeah, I already spoke about it. I don't want to go back there. But do tell me what you think about it. Do tell me what I just spoke to my fellow women as well. What do we think we can do further? I just spoke about exercises so that we put ourselves together. I didn't speak about eating right. In losing weight and getting yourself back together, you need to really, really eat right. And partners, dear men, support your wives and your women in the process of getting back together their confidence, because sometimes we lose our confidence. I am a woman and I'm speaking from experience, because the moment that I was breastfeeding my baby, I could look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I don't like what I'm seeing. But the only motive was I need to produce milk for my baby. That is the only thing that matters now. But once I'm done breastfeeding the baby, now I need to focus on myself and say, okay, fine, enough with the baby, enough with anything else. I need now to focus on myself. I do need to look at myself in the mirror and pose like this, and I look like a lady. I do not want to pose like that and I'm not together, you know, and I'm not together because I'm not balanced. My tummy is here, my butt is here, my arms are here, my cheeks are here. Oh, you should see my cheeks, guys. My cheeks were here. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not comfortable. And worse, society makes it worse. So you're walking around minding your own business, a person is pinching your cheeks. Oh, your cheeks are so big now. Your cheeks. You know, the main aim of this video was just to actually say that, dear women, can we also try what we can from our side? Let us not relax. Ne? This is not something that you do forever. It's just something that you do for the meantime, except for exercises. Ne? But also, if you are lazy to exercise, you can look at other things to take care of yourself down there. You know, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of drinks that you need to drink just to take care of yourself. We will talk about okra water. Ne? We'll talk about okra water in one of the videos, but I will make a separate video on that one. But I would suggest research on it, do more research on okra water and make it part of your your weekly routine. Take a few days that you drink it, just so that you take care of yourself, because do more research on it, more especially on us women. It's very, 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 very good. So I'm going to speak about it one day, not today, but one day I'm going to make a video on it. There are also other things that we might know, like okra water that I just mentioned now, and exercises. These two are very good for us down there. It lubricates you, the water, and the exercises makes you together. So a combination of this lubrication with this tightness, it can just be a very nice combination for us women. But that is what I'm picking up. I'm doing more research. I'm trying to do more research on just taking care of this ourselves here. But you might as well know something that you might have experienced from your side. Can you share it with me? More especially if it's natural products like vegetables and fruits and teas from plants. I don't like processed stuff. If it's like a plant and I must just go and eat the fruit or get leaves or vegetables or fruits or roots, then count me in. These things that people sell in the shops, I count me out. Yeah, what exercises it's just remain fit. Whatever exercises you are doing, you do your squats, you do your other things, just remain fit. When you are fit, you just get together very beautifully. So what other things have do you know of that I can use and other women can use, so that we please take care of ourselves down there, so that we meet our partners halfway. I feel like we need to meet our partners halfway, in a way. That is it from me, Hilma Danielle. Please do comment down below. And give me what do you think about this topic, and give me other suggestions. The main important of this video was for us not to feel too comfortable in relationships, because our bodies are not the same as men's bodies. So we need to meet them halfway, and we also need to do it for ourselves, so that we can also enjoy. You wouldn't want somebody to enter and you are not feeling it, so that you also enjoy yourself and pick up your confidence, and pick up your confidence, so that when the person cheats, for example, God forbid, and then you won't sit and start blaming yourself and go like, oh, maybe it's because I'm what, maybe it's because I'm not what, maybe it's because, or when the person just decides to leave you for somebody else, then you won't sit and say like, he left me for somebody else, maybe it's because I'm what. No, then you might pick yourself and go like, oh, so you're leaving, honey. You are leaving all this beauty by, you are leaving next, just so that we boost up our confidence in different areas. And also it hits different. The confidence hits different when the person is entering and you're just very tight down there. It hits different. You're just like, oh, yeah, it hits different. So can we talk about that? Comment down below, and I will see you in my next video.